Yes, we're back. We're back again in X-Plane. We're back, and this time to do something a little bit different, a little bit special. It's not multiplayer. It's just me all by myself, and I'm going to do a flight from Kemble, where I've picked as my home airport in X-Plane, because it's the closest one to where I live, all the way down to Bournemouth, because as this video goes out, that's roughly where I am. So let's jump in this little TB. I'm not sure which is the Tobago or the Trinidad. I can't tell them apart. And go for a flight from Kemble to Bournemouth. Grab that guidebook to flying over the UK, if I can say that, and let's go. So yeah, hi there, Steve here, and welcome to X-Plane. So first of all, it does say Tobago on the side of it, but I thought the Trinidad was the one with the non-retractable landing gear and the Tobago was the one with the retractable landing gear. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments below, because I will be calling it one or the other on this journey. We're here, the door is open, the luggage compartment is open, so I can put my bag in, and this is the journey we're going to be taking. So here we are in Kemble, and we could go a straight route all the way down to Bournemouth, but I want to fly over where I live, because I haven't done that yet in True Earth, which is Swindon. So I'm going to go from Kemble over Swindon down to Membury, and then down here to just outside Bournemouth, where I'm going to hook a right and then hopefully land at Bournemouth, because I'm staying not far from sort of here area where I currently am when this video goes live. So that's the plan. Whether it works or not is another matter. So that's the route we're going to take, EGBP to EGHH. So first thing we need to do then is close up those compartments, because it'd be quite dangerous flying with those open. So climb ourselves on board. We'll take off the things holding us to the ground as well. Jump inside, and this thing I really, oh god, I really do like it. So electrics on, avionics on, mixture up, and let's start it. Or I would if the fuel was on. There we go, we'll try that again. There we go, it is running, as you can hear. So we're going to set in the nav our final waypoint. So CF26 is what we're going to put into here. So C F 20 CF26 UK, that's where we're going to. Enter, enter, activate. So there we go, 53 miles away. So we won't go on to that until we're ready to. So I've got a heading set in my nav of 121. So I think we're ready to go. So we're going to leave here. We're going to go out, backtrack down the runway. So we'll put some lights on. Taxi lights are on. There we go. We're all ready to depart. So brakes off. Give it a little bit of throttle. And there is that ticking that I get in this aircraft. I don't know what it is. I think it's the transponder or something. Oh god. So we've got to backtrack, because we've got to take off, well, roughly the way we're pointing now. So we'll make our way down the runway. Yeah, controlling this thing is interesting. For me, anyway. So we'll make our way down the end of here, turn around, and then take off. See, I picked Kemble when I first started doing X-Plane as being my local airport, because it's the closest one that can take any aircraft really. There's an aircraft breakers at Kemble, so 747s and the like land here. So any plane I'm ever likely to have in X-Plane will be able to land here. It's a shame in FS Economy we can't actually build a hangar base thing here, because it's full, as is pretty much every airport. Right, let's turn ourselves around. So there's a mixture of scenery going on here. I'm running True Earth orbx product, so the scenery when we take off should be pretty epic. But I've also got an external scenery pack for Kemble, so I think that's overwritten True Earth, so it's a bit of a combination of stuff going on here. So if you have a look now, that's the way we're facing. So we're going to take off, turn to 121 degrees, fly over Swindon, down to Kemble, and then down to Membry, and then I'm going to turn to 40 degrees, and then I'll put on the AP into nav mode, and then turn right there and land at Bournemouth. That's the plan. So let us depart. Right, 40. And up we go. Nearly. There you go. So I've gone into heading mode. Got the altitude set at 1,000 feet. And out we climb. So left Kemble behind, there it is. Looking rather nice. So you now see, if I bring up the nav map back in again and centre it on us. There we go. So we'll be flying down towards Swindon, so over Swindon, and then out towards Membry. Wow, okay, this is really well modelled. These are the lakes at South Cerney, where there's a development around here where a lot of celebrities, including Mark Owen from Take That, as a house around these lakes. I've been in it. Yeah, this is a rather nice and very posh area in the Cotswolds. That's just looking stunning as far as I'm concerned. Level of detail. I've got True Earth South, I've got True Earth Central. Yeah, this is looking absolutely brilliant. So we've got Lechlade over there. This is looking stunning. What a great journey this is going to be. Yeah, so cruising along about 120 knots. So it's 25 minutes to our destination, but obviously we're going a slightly longer way round. I can turn the taxi lights off now, can't I? I really do like this plane. It's got a real sort of 80s feel to the dash. Did a flight in this back from France, and at night it lit up. Oh, stunning. Really, really nice. So little villages on the outskirts of Swindon coming up. So yeah, True Earth just adds a whole dimension. There's 3 done for the UK so far: South, Central and North. I've got South and Central. I haven't flown in Central yet. North is now out, which I will be getting, and then be doing some flights in that. This is awkward. Last Sunday, as this goes out, we did a multiplayer stream on Twitch where we flew from the Scilly Isles up into Cornwall. As I'm recording this, I haven't done that yet, so don't know at this point whether that's going to be on YouTube or not. Alright, here we are, coming up to Swindon then. Just isn't that detail fantastic? Not every building is 3D, but a lot of them are. It just adds a few cars going along down there as well. Just adds a whole thing. So there's a lot of building development going on the northwest side of town. We're going to go diagonally across the town. Wow, yeah, there's a main shopping centre, well, on the north side of town there, where there's a big Asda Walmart thing. That's there. That's a school. Ex of mine used to live right there next door to a school. It looks exactly like the school, so I spotted that straight away. So the school's there. There's a lot of houses and stuff in here as well, though. A few factory units and industrial estate sort of over there. So heading towards the town centre now. This is awesome. The tour of Swindon. That's another school, I believe. Yep, recognise that industrial estate for sure. Wow, this is impressive. This is really impressive. Really recognise those buildings. They're spot on. That's that roundabout. That's industrial. I used to work there. In that building, in that row of buildings in there. That's really cool. There's a retail park here. Dual carriageway there. That's that there. My old school was there. There you go. That's a demolished section of my old school. No longer exists. Was it there? No, it's there. There you go. Right, can I spot my road? I live over here somewhere. If I did do some hunting and flew really slowly, I could probably spot my house. In fact, I'll take a screenshot of that. So I just did. And oh, where's my where I currently work? Oh, we've gone past it now. There's Honda. That's the Honda factory in Swindon, up there. That's really cool. That's the old Woolworths distribution centre, now gone. and the hospital is down here. And the main A419 is there that links Swindon to Marlborough. Not Swindon to Marlborough, Swindon to Gloucester. That's really cool. Right, I'm wondering now, if I get back inside the aircraft, I was impressed with that. I'm wondering now if I turn this onto nav mode. No, we won't. Okay, so if we can turn now to a heading, what this says, bearing of 180. .165 in it. There we go. Let's take a bit of a shortcut. We'll head straight there. So out over the hills towards Marlborough now. So yeah, we should have gone there. We're going to come down here, so we'll turn onto a course when we get towards this line. We'll turn into a course of 188. So sort of cut the corner really a bit here at Hungerford. Marlborough will be over to our right, and then down. Oh, so cool. Right, so you're saying 181. So if I turn myself to 181. There we go. We should be straight on course now. Yeah, this thing is such a great plane. Panel lights are on. Let me just... we'll find the... taxi light. I can remember where the lights were for the... Ah, it's here, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, how cool does that look? Look at it. That's just so impressive. We've got rotary fuel gauges and volt gauges and oil pressure and stuff gauges up here that move up and down. This is just great. Okay, engine RPM's in the red. Let's get a bit more speed. So we can go a little bit quicker now. So yeah, Marlborough will be over there. This just looks stunning. I need to do some more UK flying for sure. Well, although it's very snowy here, it's a shame that the snow wasn't actually modelled. Well, I've got real world weather turned on. It's going to model the temperature and the overall weather, but the ground around here is just white with snow. Not quite modelling that. So yeah, which version is this then? I thought the TB10 was the one with without the retractable landing gear and the lesser of the two engines. So this hasn't got a retractable landing gear. So I don't know which one it is. Alright, so I'll pretty much at the maximum speed this thing can do. So holding about 130 knots, so 15 minutes to our arrival at the waypoint. And this thing just looks brilliant. If you're into X-Plane and do any sort of flying in the UK, I can highly recommend getting True Earth, because doesn't that look stunning? A little bit of weather drawing in now. So here's where we are. Coming down towards Thruxton. So you've gone past Marlborough. Going past Salisbury. And then we'll come down to Bournemouth. Turn right and then come in. Little nav map shows our runway heading as being, so we're going to come in on runway 26, and so that's going to show 256 degrees. Oh, weather's definitely closing in a bit now. Okay, he just turned me then, and I don't know why. As long as I'm still heading in the right direction, which is south, so on the compass up here, look, it's handy. I am heading south, so that's useful. Yeah, prop RPM was a bit high, so we'll bring it back down, which doesn't really affect our speed, but should bring our fuel flow down. We're flying a lot of aircraft recently with the G1000 in, but really do like going back to basics, as long as it's got a nav, which even with a little nav map you don't necessarily need. And I do like having an autopilot, obviously, so I can just set that and go. He did recommend on little nav map the minimum altitude here as being 2,000 feet. But I'm at 1,000 feet, so I'm going to get quite close to some of these hills. Well, should have done by now. So really, really nice part of the country, this. I would say that because I live in it. We're going to be flying over Tidworth now, which is an army base. So Salisbury Plain will be out here. Where you do a lot of tank testing and stuff. So there you go, there's Salisbury Plain. A lot of tank testing and manoeuvres testing and stuff is done out here. And you can drive down this road a little bit to the south of Tidworth, and there's tank crossings. So you actually get tanks crossing the road. I've only ever seen one once in all the years I've been coming up and down this road. I've only ever seen one tank crossing. But it's great that I know these roads. And this road here, I said, as this video goes out, 3 days ago I drove down here, because I'm currently on holiday down in the New Forest, and we'll be flying over bits of that as well. So that's the main road out at Tidworth. So on the Salisbury Road, so there we are, look. So there's Boscombe Down. That was in the news recently. We're flying past the outside of Salisbury, and then down past Fordingbridge and Ringwood, which is right in the heart of the New Forest. Then, so we've got to fly over the New Forest and down to our waypoint that we set, CF26, and then I'll turn hopefully onto runway heading of 256. So Boscombe Down now should be to our right. Here it is. That's the A303. Where are you going, plane? Okay, the plane was trying to take me to Boscombe Down. I didn't want to do that. We'll fly back in this direction. What's this now saying? 177 we need to be on. This is just so well modelled. Mainly flying I've done in True Earth so far has been little bits and pieces, but nothing of this duration. I'm really looking forward to, as I record this afternoon's stream, flying up from the City Isles in the little Cessna 172. That's going to be great. So here's Boscombe Down, the research facility that was in the news. As you can see there, flying over Boscombe Down, and then Salisbury will be appearing over to our right. Then we'll cut across the outskirts of the New Forest. So nearly there, we're getting closer. So bits of it, quality detail wise, aren't great, but it's yeah, overall, even just see the hills in front of us, that just looks absolutely stunning. You know, to be able to fly around the UK and spot where you live, it's just brilliant. It's just really cool. Right, so Salisbury's over there, and you just about see the metropolis that is. Through the light outlying villages. Flying over now, and we should be coming, once we're south of Salisbury, heading towards Fordingbridge, should be coming to the outskirts of the New Forest. Again, as this goes live, somewhere I've spent the last couple of days wandering around. What a great little plane this is as well. If I remember, I'll put a link to the plane in the description below. I'll also put a link to the orbx site where you can purchase True Earth. This isn't sponsored. They haven't given me a copy to review. It's just I bought it, I paid for it, and I just absolutely love it. And I will of course put a link to the Discord server in there as well. So do please check out all three. And we have a brilliant and growing flight community in Discord, and it's really getting under my skin. I have definitely got the flying bug. A few people there fly jets. Obviously they're wrong, and I really enjoy this sort of speed, low and slow, doing 50, 100 mile legs at a time. Absolutely love it. So 6 minutes then to our waypoint. So now over the New Forest, pretty much proper. So yeah, there's Downton, so that's just south of Salisbury, and then all the enclosures down here are really into New Forest National Park. There we go. So just coming up to the outskirts of it now, and yeah, I would have been down here wandering around for the last couple of days. So there's Fordingbridge, really great Chinese takeaway in Fordingbridge. On the main road out. If I can get my bearings. In over the bridge, turn right. Just about here. Really, really nice Chinese takeaway. If you're ever in Fordingbridge, I can highly recommend it. It's all part of the service, you know. There's God's Hill. That's the place I used to stay. There's a caravan park here, handily called Sandy. There you go. I'm not making it up. Sandy Balls Holiday Park. Yeah, that is correct. Stayed there a few times. Was going to stay there this year, but very expensive. Oh wow. There's a thumbnail right there, and that looks so cool. Right, so we are getting closer. 4 minutes to go. And so our turn on to final. What a brilliant part of the country this is. Although I can't wait to fly up into the Lake District, up into Scotland. I said the stream that we're doing this afternoon, or last Sunday as you're watching this, if you're watching it on a day of release, we've did the Scilly Isles into Cornwall, and that's going to be brilliant at these sort of altitudes. And little 172s, that's going to be epic. So yeah, proper foresty. So Fordingbridge with the brilliant Chinese takeaway is just over there. I see lights. Just crashed into each other, but they are lights. So yeah, these are sort of trails that I like just wandering around. It's just so nice just to go out for a wander. So Fritham, there's a nice walk around there actually, Fritham enclosure. So definitely over the New Forest now. Ringwood. Unfortunately, I'm staying around here, so I won't be flying directly over where I'm staying, but I'll be flying close to it. So I will be wandering down to the end of the runway. So yeah, there we are, getting closer. Two minutes to go, in fact. Saying a bearing of 175, so turn slightly. And then we'll turn on 156 and we'll slow it down and descend, hopefully in line with the runway. Hopefully. Yeah, this plane is brilliant. Really, really do like it. I like sort of back to basics. Oh, this is the TB10. There you go. So yeah, the 10 is the one without the retractable landing gear, and the 20's got the retractable landing gear and is a little bit quicker, but we don't like speed. Right. 1:30 to go. We should be seeing the sea. There you go. So the Isle of Wight will be out there. There it is. Out there somewhere, I think. Our airport's going to be over there. Look at it, how nice it is just to wander through these trails in the forest. It's just awesome. Although you're not far from anywhere, it's a real sense of being away from everywhere. Okay, 36 seconds. So I'm going to slow it down. So there's the sea. So arriving at the waypoint. So we'll now turn the right way. I'm heading at 256. So we are slightly, I turned a bit too late. So when we get a bit closer, which is a handy thing about little nav map, and this is free. It is really, really good. When we get a little bit closer, then I'll turn ourselves on to a heading of 256 roughly. We should, somewhere out in front of us, be seeing a runway. There it is. So let's turn the AP off. Bring the prop RPM back up. And in we come. I don't do any of this lining up correctly business. It's only recently that I've started doing the whole waypoint thing. Otherwise I would have just flown direct to the runway and then try and turn as late as I can and try to land on it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of this sort of stuff on the channel. I do put out the multiplayer flying that we do, but if you want to see me do some more solo, single player flights like this, then do leave a comment below. It's something I really do enjoy doing. I'm always conscious of coming in too far, so I think I've come in a bit too low. Okay, that was a bit bumpy. It was almost at stall speed coming down there, wasn't it? I will turn off to the left here. And go and park up. We're going to park up over here in front of this building. Oh, actually, no, we're going to park up over there. Air Alaska is a long way from home. I know I shouldn't be parking here, but this is where we're going to park. And there we go. We have made it to Bournemouth International. What a great little plane. What a brilliant trip that was. Really, really enjoyed that. There we go. Let's tie it back down. Can't tie it back down. Okay, won't tie it back down then. So there we go. Really enjoyed that. If you want to see more, yeah, do please leave a comment below. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for my normal content, which is on a Monday something from OMSI the Bus Simulator, on a Wednesday something from Train Sim, on a Friday something from either Firm Bus or Tourist Bus, and occasionally something like this on Sky High Saturday. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that flight. Hope you did too. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.